So for this type of video, I decided I would do a new type of video. Obviously, I don't have any makeup on yet, so don't think that this is the finale, people, because it's not. So I'm gonna try it on, literally take it out of the package and try it on and give you my first impression. So first, I'm gonna try out this new NYX Pore Filler. It says use as a base, wear alone or over makeup. And then for foundation, I'm gonna use this matte and poreless Maybelline Fit Me in the color 220 Natural Beige. And I'm gonna apply it with my Real Techniques complexion sponge. I'm just gonna pour some on my hand, dip into it, and then press it onto my skin. I've already had this isn't new for me, but I really do like this foundation, especially if you want a matte and poreless look. Now for concealer, first I'm gonna brighten my under eye with this Maybelline Dream Lumi. I've already had this. I really like this product. This is one of my favorite drugstore eye brighteners. This is in the color Radiant. So I apply this to places that I really just want to brighten my face and bring light to it. And then I'm gonna blend it out with this cute little thing. I got this at Target. This is Mini Super Blenders. It reminds me of the Beauty Blender tiny ones, but this is like 1/4 of the price. I think these were like $5 for 2. So we'll see how these go. It's kind of hard to hold these things, but I do like the size of them, especially for the eye area. It's very firm. It's definitely not as soft as this. I guess I don't know how it compares to the Beauty Blender. And then this thing said, for full coverage, use it dry, and for sheer coverage, use it damp. I dampened it just to sheer this out a little, and that's just usually what I'm used to doing. So far, I like it, no complaints. Now I'm gonna go in with this Estee Lauder Double Wear Waterproof Concealer. This isn't drugstore, and I didn't get this at Ulta, but this is new for me. This is the color 2C Light Medium. I'm always trying out new concealers, so just going to apply this with my finger and then blend it out with that little Target sponge. If I'm crazy about this, I find myself reaching for this more because it's easier to blend out faster, whereas this little one takes a lot more time to gently go over everything. And I don't like how firm it is, but it is good to really get in the corner of your inner eye. My next product that I'm gonna go in with that I'm really excited about is this Maybelline Master Contour Duo Contour and Highlight Stick. I got the color medium. So first I'm gonna go in with the contour side. Start at the top of my ear and then bring it about mid-cheek. I'm gonna apply the highlight shade on the bridge of my nose. And I'm gonna use a complexion sponge to blend it out. So I'm gonna apply more just because I feel like a lot of the product is being picked up with my complexion sponge. This is very sheer. If you like very sheer coverage, I recommend this. It's super blendable. It blends out really easily. I was surprised by that. Now, let me try to blend it out with a brush and see how that is. So I'm just gonna take this Sephora Flawless Bronzer brush and then see how that goes. Yeah, so it's very blendable. I think I kind of like it more when I blend it out with the brush. I just feel like that sponge absorbs a lot of it and not much of it is left on my face. But I really like that color. I think that's a pretty natural color. It's not too dark, it's not too orange. So if you like a really sheer cream contour, I definitely recommend this contour stick to you, and I like how creamy and blendable it is. From here, I'll apply them both on the back of my hand so you can see these swatches of the color. So it's very blendable, they're very creamy, which I like. And the highlight color is just gonna bring more light to your face. It doesn't have any sparkle or shimmer in it, which is very good. Now I'm gonna set my face before I move on. That way it won't crease. I'm gonna use this Maybelline Master Fix Setting and Perfecting Loose Powder, and I really like this powder. I'm just going to take a stippling airbrush dip it in, and just stipple it on my face first. That way it's like packing it into my skin rather than moving my foundation, because you want to be careful when you set your face. You don't want to move your foundation around and smear your foundation that you just put. So it's really important to just kind of pack it on. Another good option is to take a powder puff. You can get these at any drugstore or Walmart or wherever, and dip your powder puff into that powder. So dip it into it and then just press it onto your skin. And this will help absorb any excess oil. This is a good airbrush technique. You want to just gently press it. And this is pushing the powder into your skin. It's just gently pressing it on top of any foundation so it won't move your foundation. And this is just gonna help pick up any excess foundation or product that you don't need. Trust me, I have super oily skin, so I'm always trying to find every little product that will help absorb my oil and just help mattify my skin and diminish my pores, because I have huge, heinous pores, and I just have to be really careful with what products I use. So I'm trying to go for a matte look today. Okay, for bronzer, I'm going to use this Urban Decay Beached Bronzer. I got this a couple months back, but I've never updated you guys on a review. Here's a swatch. I think it's a very pretty terracotta bronzing color. And I think this is a pretty good universal shade. It's not too orange, it's not too muddy. Let's try it on. So I start at the tip of my ear and then usually sweep it down to about mid-cheek. You don't want to bring it to your lips. That'll just define your face a little too much. And then I buff it upward and out in circular motions, bring it along my hairline, and then do the other side. So I really like this bronzer. I think it's really pretty and a good color. I don't think it's too orange, so it's very blendable too, which I like. Now for blush, I'm gonna try this new Shimmering Skin Perfector Luminous Blush in the color Snapdragon by Becca. And I love Becca blushes. I think this is very pretty. I'm just gonna go in with the same bronzer brush. I love going in with my bronzer brush to apply my blush. I just feel like it just naturally puts on the color more because some of the bronzers left on the brush, and then it just helps it blend in better and more naturally with my bronzer. So I'm just gonna gently swirl it in and then tap off a little of the top just on my hand just to make sure it's not too intense. And then I just like to start back on the higher points of my cheekbones and then in very gentle stroking motions, kind of circular stroking motions, bring it down to about the apple of my cheek. And you can take that same brush that you applied your loose translucent powder and go over everything in light circular motions. And that will really help blend in all your products together so that there's no harsh lines. I love doing this throughout my whole makeup process and really can never do it enough. It will just make sure everything's naturally blended in. Now I'm going to fill in my brows. I'm going to use this new NYX Micro Brow Pencil in the color Ash Brown. So let's hope for the best that this looks good because my husband and I are going out on a double date tonight with another couple. So probably not the best day to test out new products, but I just don't really like applying a lot of makeup when I have no purpose of having makeup on, so I figured this could be a good excuse to film, you know? Let's see if it compares to the Anastasia Beverly Hills ones. So I start at the tip of my brow and bring it out to the tail in short feathery strokes just to create more hairs and fill in all my empty patches. And then I usually bring it to the front and I'll just create some standing up. I like more of a square front, you know, when it's a little more square. I just really like that shape on me rather than rounded. I think it's more flattering and adds a little structure. So I try to be very gentle with this. I'm not going straight in and like pressing down hard. You want a very light touch and to just gently stroke it out. So here at the front, I'm starting at the bottom and feathering it upwards. And then you can bring this part to to just distribute some of the products. You don't want it too heavy at the front. So far I like this product. It kind of reminds me of the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I've kind of graduated on from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz just because it takes so much longer, and this is what this reminds me of. This is good if you want to create more individual hairs. Because it's so little, this can naturally help you create the look of more hairs if you want to add that. But I really like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer. Here, I have it right here. So see how much thicker it is. See how much thicker this is? This I can literally put on in like a minute. It just kind of swoops. Whereas this, you have to individually go over every hair in little strokes to draw it on. And it just takes more time, but this will give you a more natural look, I think, than the Brow Definer. But if you're in a hurry, it's not so good. So moving on to eyes, what I'm most excited about is this NYX Full Throttle eyeshadow palette. I don't know if these are new, but I got every color in it. So I hope to do lots of different looks with these. This is the color 2 Explicit. So I personally have been wanting to do a smoky eye with a really pretty green color. So that is why I'm trying that out. First I'm gonna go in with this NYX Proof It Waterproof Eyeshadow Primer. I feel like waterproof can help with the humidity, right? So I'm just directly applying it from the applicator onto my eyelid. I'm going to apply this Maybelline Color Tattoo. This is in the color Chocolate Suede. And I've not tried NYX eyeshadows out, but I have tried other drugstore ones out, and I usually find that when I go in with a cream eyeshadow or cream eyeshadow base, it just helps enhance the eyeshadows and help them last longer. So that's why I'm applying this chocolate color first. So first I'm just gonna go in with my finger, my ring finger, and just kind of gently dab it onto my eyelid, and then I'm gonna buff it out with an eyeshadow brush. So right away, just take a fluffy domed eyeshadow brush. I think this one's by NYX, yeah it is. And this is just gonna add a little more like tackiness to your eyelid so that those powders and pigments will just stay longer and be more enhanced. Hey! Now I'm going to do a halo type eye. So I'm going to apply the darker color on the outer part of my eye and bring it inwards and keep buffing it out. And then I'm going to apply, leave the eyeshadow or the eyelid blank and apply a color to the eyelid. And it just helps your eyes pop, appear bigger. First, I'm going to start with this red color right here. So tap off the excess because it looks like there's a lot of fallout. Then get the nicest eye shield that you can find. Mine happens to be toilet paper. And I put it under your eye. At least I am, because I just applied all my face first. So I don't want any fallout to get onto my face. So I'm applying this first into the crease. Just going backwards and forwards. And light windshield wipers, and just really getting it in the eye socket. And this is carving out the eyelid. So bringing it down, I'm bringing it in a half moon shape. So bring it to the inner corner and then slowly circling it out, you know, like that. And now I'm going to do the other eye. I'm going to grab a more defined brush. This is Real Techniques. And then I'm going to go in with this dark brown color. Now I'm just going to go a little inside of that red. First dot this on and create a half moon shape on the inside of that red. So I'm keeping this in the crease and then bringing it down all along the inside of what I just did with the red, if that makes any sense. And then I'm slowly buffing it out in circular motions and backward circular motions. And then I'm going to grab this fluffy brush and blend it together just to give it a more blurred, smoky effect, because I don't really care to have this too defined. Same thing on the other eye. And then whatever's left, I'm gonna run that along my bottom lash line. So, take this, blend the colors in together. Now I'm taking this brush by MAC 239. I'm gonna pack on this really beautiful green color. So these colors are really impressing me. I really like this so far because it's really picking up the color. So I'm gonna pack this onto the center of the eye in between all those other colors that I did. And I'm just packing, I'm pressing it right now, like dotting it. Ding, 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 ding. Rather than swiping. And I'm going in the inner corner. I'm making sure to not go above the crease. So I'm gonna do one more layer of that. And by doing the halo, it just really helps create a nice shape for this to go in, because obviously this is covering up the brown, but you want to layer different colors just so that they blend better and more naturally together and not stand out so much. So it's just really, that really helped create a good guideline of where I want to apply this color, because this color is so dark and intense, and you know, if this gets out of control, it can easily look like a black bruised eye, and we don't want that. So take that original blending brush and just go over the outer edges to make sure that there's no harsh lines. So I'm very impressed with these eyeshadows and the quality of these eyeshadows, especially for the price. I don't remember the exact price. I think I want to say they were like $8.99. I think these are just beautiful. Now I'm taking that same more dense brush and I'm dipping it into this really pretty brick red color, and then take your fancy eye shield and then run it along your bottom lash line. Now for my bottom inner waterline, I'm gonna go in with this pretty color. This is by Sephora. They're waterproof contour eye pencil in the color 21 Fairy Tale. So I'm gonna use this new L'Oreal Silkissime, I don't know if I said that right, but this is black. So I'm gonna apply this on my lid and try to stay as close to my lashes that I can, and this is just gonna help my false lashes blend in more naturally, and so that you won't see that band where I apply the false lashes. So I'm just gonna, no precise way, just apply this as close to my lashes as I can. So I'm just kind of making little strokes, and I'm gonna smudge this out with a brush. So I brought it out a little and just did a tiny little flick. So for false lashes, I'm going to use these Ardell Double Up Double Wispies. So I'm going to apply these real quick. I'll be back. So I applied false lashes, and off camera I applied some mascara, and then I went over my eyeliner line with just a little more eyeliner just to make my eyelashes blend in more naturally with my false lashes. So you don't want to see a gap between your false lashes and your eyeliner. So that's why I did that, and I did it off camera because it's boring. So now for lips, I'm going to use this new NYX lip pencil, and this is in the color Nude Pink 858. First I'm going to open this. Got it. I'm going to line my lips. They feel kind of drying, but they don't glide on as much as I'd like. So I'm filling in my lips with that too. And then I'm gonna go over with this gloss. This is NYX Megashine Gloss in the color Natural. Lastly, spray your face with a makeup setting spray, especially when it's so hot out. All right, everyone, and that completes my makeup tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed this, and I just wanted to try out some of the main products that I got that I was most excited to try out. I hope that I explained things right, and you know, if there's ever anything you want me to try, just let me know. I would love to try it out and give you my honest feedback. But so far, I was pretty pleased with all these products. I got a lot of NYX products, and I'm really pleased with them. I think they're very good for their price. So I hope that you enjoyed this tutorial, and let me know anything you would like to see. I would love to show you. I hope that you guys have a great day. Bye.